Gotta lay it all on the line, 'cause blood is thicker than the wine of the enemy. Gotta lay it all on the line, 'cause blood is thicker than the wine of the enemy. If we go down together. If you wanna fight, we'll fight on forever. Yeah, we'll fight on forever. Yeah, we'll fight on forever.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the campus of River Falls High School for tonight's Big Rivers Conference action between the Memorial Old Abe and your River Falls Wildcats. Well, right there on your screen is Sophie Langlois and head coach Sarah Cayley. Sophie, we don't have a name tag for you here, but everybody knows you. And Sophie is supporting our River Falls Sports Broadcasting T-shirt.
I love the T-shirts.
Courtesy of the Godfather, Kevin Westhouse.
It's amazing.
Very comfortable.
Hey, Coach, we're going to get right at it. We got a big-time pregame show. We have yourself, and we also have Old Abe insider Eric Anderson coming up to talk about the Old Abe. Coach, a quick recap from Tuesday night against Woodbury. I thought our serve-receive and defense was the best it's been all season. I'm not an elite volleyball mind.
It was ridiculous.
But your thoughts on that aspect Tuesday night?
We've worked on it a lot, so it's really nice to see the girls taking what we're doing in practice and applying it, and a lot of platform breakdown and learning to pass from different angles, because you can pass in practice. You get into a match and you're dealing with the fans and the match environment, and that there's pressure that comes with that, and harder serves. So we've been doing some different types of drills, and I think the girls are really enjoying it in a weird way, because it's kind of torturous in some ways, but they know that it's helping. Like, they're seeing results, so they're like, yeah, we'll do what we need to do to be able to serve receive pass. And at one point we were passing a 2.5.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and that was like halfway through maybe set 2, and I would be willing to bet, I didn't see the stats because Abby had the iPad, but we had to have ended up 2.25 to 2.3.
I mean, at the end of the game, and Maddie Asher, the slasher, comes in. She's dropping dimes.
Yeah, they've embraced it. Like, they know that we have offensive weapons, but if we're out of system, we don't use them. So I think that it's been important. Then we've got 2 people in there playing in that middle spot since Addie's hurt, with Brooke taking reps and Gilby. They're not middle, so for us to be able to keep them involved, it's got to be good ball control, and that's what we did.
Yeah, so Woodbury had a stud in the middle, 6'3" Kendall Werwa on Tuesday night, but the Wildcats block party seemed to take her out of her game. How did you guys accomplish that?
Well, I think that Gilby and Brooke both being undersized, when I think a middle sees that, they just want to hit down, because you're like, oh, small block, right? But both of them are so springy. They're jumpers. So as long as they can jump quick and time it right, they're going to get their hands on a lot of balls. And I think we've got good help coming from Amelie and Maddie on the left side, and even with Ava size, on the right side there. So getting 2 blocks up on our quick middles all the time is our goal. And, just having those smaller blockers be up early.
So one question to you got the Charger Rally coming up Friday and Saturday. It's probably one of the top tournaments, high school tournaments in the Upper Midwest.
Agreed.
What are you expecting coming in there with your team this weekend?
I laugh. Mike used to always say, what's your goal going in? I'm like, to win.
You're right.
That's always my expectation. So I think this is no different. We are on our 4th lineup of the year, adjusting to 2 different injuries and how we're moving people around and working people back in. And I think that the girls did a good job with it on Tuesday. You're going to see the same lineup tonight. So I'm excited to take that into the competition. As Maddie gets healthier and healthier, we're going to see more of her. Right now she's at 4 rotations. Eventually we need to be at 6 to be the best team we can be. So I just told her, I said, I need input from you on how you're feeling as we move through hard matches, and a lot of them. This week is busy. Well, we play Cedarburg, we play Appleton North, and we play Hamilton Sussex, all in our pool.
Very good teams.
Yeah.
All very good.
So,
well, the Wildcat and the Old Abe had an absolute, Rob likes to call it a slobber knocker, of a section final game to go to state last year. I know last year is last year and this year is this year.
For sure.
But what was your message to the team tonight?
I actually haven't talked to them yet. I like that they come in and they have the routine. You know, they set up the courts for all 3 of the lower level teams. They do their hair, they get their jerseys on, they do their warm up. So I didn't want to like jump in there and change that up at all. I think that we're a different team than we were last year. Memorial's a different team last year, and you had that battle, but you have to show up right now. Obviously, we know Ashlyn Schroeder. She's a threat. She's going to play college ball with Maddie at Southwest.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about her
You've
when Eric
got
comes on.
a really good libero who played club with Maddie Davis. You've got that connection. They've got players. So just because they graduated some doesn't mean that they're not going to compete. So our message is always our focus on our side of the net, but also respecting your opponent enough to know that you got to show up and play.
For sure. Well, Coach, thanks a lot. We'll let you get down there and talk to your team.
Thank
we're going to bring, we're going to, while we bring Memorial Volleyball insider Eric Anderson on the set, we're going to take a look at the WQOW TV highlights from the Classic Section final match last year and get the Legion lathered up for the rematch tonight. All right.
Let's start with what just ended. Volleyball sectional finals. 3 area schools swinging for a spot at state. Eau Claire Memorial has never been to the Rest Center. The top-seeded Abes can make history tonight. Eau Claire North, the site of tonight's sectional final. Abes facing River Falls. Wildcats take the opening set. It was tight, but Memorial responds in a big way in set 2. Katie Prasher, the point. Abes take the set 25-16. Set 3, tight, until River Falls builds a 6-point lead, but it evaporates. The Abes coming back. Chloe Rowe and Memorial is back within 22-21. But River Falls never gives up the lead. Wildcats win set 3, 25-21. So the pressure on the Abes. Set 4, tied at 21. Ashlyn Schroeder delivers. Memorial back in front, but River Falls rallies back to lead at 23-22. A final swing for the Abes sails out of bounds. River Falls wins 3-1 to return to the Rest Center. The Abes finish 1 win short.
They just finished. We played our hearts out. I mean, in that second set, we turned it around from the first set, and that is really impressive. I am so proud of my team. I believe we're the better team, but they showed up, and I have to commend that.
I just said to the girls, I said, nobody would have thought we would end up here, probably most of you included. And the one girl said, I didn't think we'd make it past regionals. So I just think it's them gelling at the right time, their chemistry, their trust in each other.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and alongside Brother Rob Derry, Old Abe insider Eric Anderson. Eric, thanks for coming on the broadcast tonight, brother.
He came with stats and stuff.
I got some stats here. I got everything, man.
This
is the gold standard. I had to bring my A game, man. This is it.
He knows exactly what he's doing. So
welcome aboard.
Eric, I know when there's a high school volleyball game, one team, has to get more points than the other one on the scoreboard at the end. But last year's section final was just, it was drenched in drama.
Yep.
How many times have you rewatched Rob Derry's broadcasts from last year?
I've probably not watched it too many times on TV, but I've watched it in my head quite a few times.
Yeah.
But I did watch it like a day or two ago. I actually watched set number 2.
Okay.
I wanted to watch set number 2.
What'd you see?
Was the set.
What did you see?
We won that set.
Oh.
Right, yeah. The rest of the set we won.
And if I remember right, you kind of dominated.
Yeah,
didn't
we
you?
did. Yeah. And then you guys came back, I think, a little bit at the end to make it a little bit closer.
Right.
But we had you. And then I watched the last few points, too. I was kind of curious what that fourth set was like, and I think we were up by 1 or 2 points.
Yeah.
The
whole
20,
thing,
it
was that a 25-24 type thing, or 26?
It was a 3-1 game, but every set,
every set.
There was one set you guys won big, but every set was just knockdown, drag out.
It's all a blur. I don't even remember.
I think total points was the same at the end of the night. Total points scored was the same at the end of the night. But that was a great environment. That's high school volleyball in northwestern Wisconsin.
It was tighter than a guitar string, they say.
Absolutely. Well, we had a preseason talk show at the end of August, and one of the questions that I asked Ava was to name a player to watch in the BRC this season, and her answer was Ashlyn Schroeder from Memorial. Ashlyn committed to Southwest Minnesota State, and she and Maddie Range actually are going to be teammates next year. Tell us a little bit about Ashlyn Schroeder.
Well, I would say it's a good response by Ava to say that. I think, I had the opportunity to coach her in youth basketball, so the Eagles Hoops Club, think she started in the 6th grade, so now is the coach for the senior class.
When I was trying to find pictures of her, I got pictures of everybody that the only pictures that I could find of her were playing basketball online.
Yeah.
And then I did find a couple on volleyball. Yeah.
So, I mean, you saw it last year. I mean, I think when I was watching part of the highlights, you kept saying that's a broken record, right? Ashlyn Shorter with the kill. Ashlyn Shorter from the back row. That's what you said. I remember it's a broken record.
Right.
But, man, she's our 6th rotation player. She's leading the team in kills. Super athletic. Swings out of the back, great in the back row. When I was coaching her in basketball, I remember almost every tournament when I was in 8th grade, one of the refs would come up and they would look at me and they'd be like, how's she doing that? Just super athletic, going up for rebounds, doing this and doing that.
And she still plays basketball for the Old Abe right now.
Yep, we have 4 up to maybe 7
you
girls.
don't see that too often with high-level volleyball players that are going to play in college. They typically are not playing basketball anymore because they don't have time to play club and all that. Which what that tells me right there is that Ashlyn's going to have a lot of growth in college, which is good for her and good for Southwest.
And she plays soccer. She's on the Old Abe soccer team as well. She's the goalie on that team. So, she gets it done. That is 100% for sure.
Well, the other thing I wanted to talk about, too, I think 2 of the better liberos in the state of Wisconsin in high school are going to be playing tonight. One of them is Olivia Derry from River Falls. The other one's your daughter, Cece Anderson, from Memorial.
Yeah.
Well, this past year was Cece's first season playing with club in Kokoro, at least with Ava and them. But and that's where you and I met. But most people have no idea the commitment that like Cece and your family made to kind of get her growth in with club and all that. Yep. You guys had about a 3-hour drive both ways just to go to practice like two or 3 times a week, which is insane.
Yep.
But what has it been like to be a parent, seeing how committed she is and all the hard work that Cece's done over the last couple of years?
It's inspiring to me. I mean, both my daughters, but with Cecilia, it's inspiring for me to try to do more for myself too. It's like here's a 16, 17-year-old that's inspiring me to do my things, but it's a huge commitment. We wanted to, we had played Kokoro the first year that they were in Eau Claire. When they came to town, we were familiar with Kokoro from my oldest daughter playing club in Eau Claire for 2 different clubs and playing against Kokoro. When they came to town, we decided to play with them and then had the idea that maybe we'd, give it a try for the Twin Cities.
Right.
And we didn't know what team we were going to be on. And it's like sometimes, there's a basketball player, Fred Van Vliet. He's from my hometown, Rockford, Illinois.
Really?
And he has a saying that says,
that guy's a stud.
Oh, yeah, he is. He's from Rockford. So it's like he has a saying that says, bet on yourself. You know what I mean? And it's like we wanted to go over the Twin Cities and just give it a go and see what's up. And we were fortunate to get on that ones team. And what a great group of ladies.
Your oldest daughter, does she play? Is she also a defensive specialist?
Yep.
She's at Stout right now, right?
Right, Maya. Yep.
And she is going to be a senior, is that right?
She's a junior right now.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So I know it was a great experience. The other thing I liked about it too, it's like every tournament we were in, like we were in the open division. You know what I mean? It's like it's like
the big boys.
It is, and it's funny. And you're not going to win them all, but that's not why you're there. You're there to compete against some of the best, and it's like it was get better. Yeah. So that was so much fun. So much fun.
Yeah. So we had to talk about some of the other players too. So
fire away.
A 5'10" middle hitter. She's a junior, Cora Graham. Talk about Cora a little bit.
Yep, Cora. This is Cora's first year on varsity junior. We replaced both our middle hitters from last year's team. Cora stepped in. She's one of our players. She played varsity basketball last year, so she's going to be going out again this year and playing varsity basketball. But
a lot of multi-sport athletes on the Old Abe.
Yep. Yeah. So she's doing good. Again, I mean, we have 2 new setters and 2 new middles. So obviously, in the beginning of the year, there's going to be those steps to get better and those connections. But I think we're seeing it just to get better and better as we go.
How many seniors did you lose? Or how many starters?
We returned 4 starters.
Okay.
So we have 4 returning starters and then 6 new girls originally on the varsity team, and then we brought up 3 JV players to swing a week ago.
Okay.
So we're kind of old. We're kind of an old team in regards to upperclassmen. We got 6 juniors and 4 seniors, but experience-wise, we only had 4.
Right.
4
from
returners.
Last year.
Yep.
We'll talk a little bit about 5'8" junior right side hitter Stella Gruber.
Yep. So Stella's playing right side for us. She's kind of splitting time right now with Lydia on the right side. I think she played JV2 last year, and so she moved up to varsity this year. So,
her father's not Nate Gruber, is it?
I don't think so.
Played football with him at Winona.
Oh, maybe.
He was a stud.
I'm not sure.
And then
Not sure.
the other girl we're going to talk about, number 12, a 5'6" junior, right side. In the program it says right side and DS.
Yep.
Junior Lydia Palmier.
Yeah, Lydia, again, she played JV last year, new to the squad this year. She's playing both a little bit in the back row, but she's been primarily playing in the front row the past week or so.
Okay.
She's a stud basketball player too, man. She's got some handles, so look out for her when she comes to the here in the winter.
Good athletic team. A lot of girls playing volleyball and basketball.
And that's the thing. I think we're a super athletic team. Sometimes I tell Cecilia, I'm like, and even the Coral team, I'm like, we're so athletic. This team's athletic. Just go out there and be an athlete. You know, sometimes I think you forget that you're an athlete. Just go out there and play and just, go out and compete and be athletic.
Number 13, 5'3" junior libero DS to Lindsay Durkop. I know I remember her name from last year.
Yep.
She played.
Yep, she was
played
sophomore
varsity
last year on varsity for us last year. Yep, so played a ton last year. She's one of our returners this year. So doing a great job in the back row. So she'll be a 3-year player on varsity after next year. That's a huge accomplishment at a big D1 school. So.
And then, number 17, 5'10", senior setter Meredith Adams. I don't remember her, and I know Scolo set last year, and Meredith played right side, if I believe,
exactly.
right?
Yep.
But she's not playing right side anymore, or does she do a little bit of both?
Right now, she's playing all the way around, setter all the way around, so she's sitting out of the front, kind of setting out of the back. Last year, Annika
Meredith's your number one. She's your setter.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, we're running a 6-2, so it's her, her and Natalie. So I should have said. So she's hitting out of the front, setting out of the back.
And then let's talk. I don't think we talked. Yeah, and then talk a little bit about it's Natalie. It's
I think it's party time.
Hoop crop, right?
Yep. So Natalie, senior, first year on varsity. Super happy for her, man. She's been working hard for all these years to get on varsity. So we're running that 6-2, and she's a setter for that. Both were setters for club ball, and Mary sets for club. So getting the opportunity here on varsity to set, it's a great opportunity for her and Natalie both.
Well, hey, great time, and we really appreciate you coming on the broadcast. Go enjoy the game, and we're going to get fired up. Should be a good game tonight,
Thank you so much. This is the place to be. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey, nice to meet you, man.
Awesome. Yep, take care.
Let's touch up the crowd noise a little bit, Greg.
Okay.
Now it's loud.
Please help foster the spirit of good sportsmanship by appreciating the efforts of both teams, the coaches, and the officials in today's contest in a positive manner. Tom America knows you're going to not be wrong. We ask those who are able, please stand and move your hands.
We're going to check out the national anthem, and we'll be right back for tonight's action. We're going to get to the introductions first for the Memorial Old Abe and then the Wildcats. Alongside Rob Derry, Sophiati, and Jenna Peters on camera. I'm your host, Greg Peters, and we're getting ready for some Big Rivers Conference action, Sophie.
Woo!
Should have had Sophie here last game for alumni night.
I know. I unfortunately had to miss on Tuesday for a work event, but glad to be back.
Hey, you got to pay the bills.
Is that the event you were telling me about with the wine?
No, that was
That was
different.
different.
But yeah, no, it was cool to be able to look online, watch the game a little bit, see some of my old teammates and some of the old girls I coached. Glad to see they all showed up.
There's the starters. There's Natty Pukrop. There's Cora Graham, a 5'10 junior middle hitter. There's Ashlyn Schroeder. We talked about her in pregame, a big-time outside hitter.
Oh, yeah.
Number 12, Lydia Palmier. Meredith Adams. There's the center. And there's libero C.C. Anderson. She's a senior.
And now an introduction of the River Falls Ball Girls.
Rob, I don't have the ball girl list like I did last game.
Yeah, I don't either.
But I know I can tell one of them has some long
Sophie,
legs.
you have it? You have the list? No?
Unfortunately, I left it at home. Sorry, guys.
Schroeder. Whoa, she's little.
Third grader.
Oh, yeah.
Emma.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is your ball girl squad right there.
Looking good. They look ready.
They got the A squad out tonight, Rob.
Yeah, no doubt.
There's Emma.
And now the River Falls non-starters. Number 4, Allie Larson.
There's the non-starters for River Falls. That's the flicker, Allie Larson. There's the bandit, Bailey Bishop. The blizzard, Haley Matzik.
Banana split blizzard? Is that her favorite?
That's her favorite. There's Nuke Nesbitt. She's out with an ankle injury. Hopefully we'll have her back in a couple of weeks, Rob.
Mama Nesbitt will show me some pictures of the ankle.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely gross.
Adia Johnson, the acrobat.
I've seen that thing.
And there is the slasher, Rob's favorite nickname, Maddie Asher.
Student section is full.
No kid.
I don't know who puts together those little hype edits, but they do a good job.
Who is that?
Really good job.
That might be Sovietti. Here's the starters.
Pro.
First off for the Wildcats, a 5'10 sophomore middle blocker. They call her Charlie Cat Hot Chicken, Sophie. That's Charlie Sigelski.
5'7" sophomore number 2, Brooke the Deuce.
Well, we got her at 5'8 sophomore right side hitter, Brooke the Deuce Dusick.
5'10" sophomore number 3, the Blue.
Amelie Pankinen's grown a couple inches from last year. She's a 5'10 sophomore outside hitter. They call her the Boom. There's a 6-foot senior outside hitter, marvelous Marvin Maddie Range.
Goose says she can't get the T-shirt all the way up here.
Goose is a liar.
The Biscuit,
That's what I thought.
senior outside hitter Abby Gilbertson. There's the 6-foot senior setter Ava Peters. They call her the Pilot. And there's our libero tonight, a 5'7 junior. They call her the Goose, Rob, Olivia Derry.
Didn't even throw her dad a T-shirt.
Three kids. I've been trying to get a T-shirt for 10 years. No luck.
We got the scoreboard ready to go. We've had the introductions, the national anthem. Jenna's in place. Rob Derry's ready to rock and roll, and Sophie Adi is ready for color commentating. It's BRC volleyball action tonight here in the Cats Den. We got a packed Cats Den tonight, Rob.
Yeah, looks like blackout.
It's a blackout. Well, after the first set, we're going to have our Tarnation Tavern trivia question. You can text in or put in the chat. Your first correct answer will win a $10 gift card to Tarnation Tavern. After the game, Sophie will have the Built Strong Exteriors featured players of the game. We'll have Amelie Pankinen and Ava Peters. Win, lose, or draw, they're coming up tonight on the set.
Yeah, that'll be exciting.
Sign me up.
That'll be exciting.
Rob, I got the scoreboard. I got purple in there for Memorial. Got the colors right. We're all ready to rock
Perfect.
and roll.
You know I like that.
An arts and crafts aficionado over here.
If you don't get the color right, why do it? You know what I mean?
The Old Abes are wearing purple. They're on your left. Wildcats wearing a little faded white and blue jersey with the libero Goose Dairy and a little yellow. Meredith Adams to serve for Memorial. Goose Dairy with a free ball.
Kind of surprised she didn't go sleeveless.
Nice save there by Pankinen in the back row.
Oh, that one.
Off the backboard. Nice little rally here to start off the festivities. Range to Peters. In the middle to Sigelski. And Charlie Cat Hot Chicken Sigelski gets the Wildcats on the board to start the ball game.
Yeah, great swing by Charlie there. Lots of sloppy play on both sides. I think there's a lot of nerves here from all the people, so we'll see if teams can kind of tighten it up a little bit.
Yeah, great crowd tonight. Goose Dairy serving for the Wildcats. Set by Adams. Over to Schroeder. Big block at the net by Gilbertson.
Great up.
What a pass by Dairy. Marvelous Maddie
long.
Range. A little deep, a little long on the left side. Point. Old Abe.
About 2 feet.
Yeah, Sophie, Olivia Dairy in the back row has just been, I mean, we've had some highlights, that are on Instagram and, and YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
Olivia Dairy has had some unbelievable, crazy saves, early in the season.
She's great at reading the court. She anticipates the ball before it's going to land, so she gets some crazy balls that she's diving out for that you don't even see coming.
Well, if you're just tuning in and you missed the pregame, I think two of the top liberos in the state. I mean, there's a host of them, but if you're picking some top 10, Olivia Dairy and CeCe Anderson for Memorial, two good ones, no question about it.
Definitely solid libero.
Peters to serve, Adams there to set for Memorial, and a nice pinpoint kill by number 2, Kaylee Gunderson.
Look who's here.
The middle school boys are coming up, their favorite spot, right next to brother Rob Dairy.
These guys.
Serving for Memorial, number 1, Sophie Topper. Gilbertson with the free ball. 2-2 your score. We're just underway. Big block at the net by marvelous Maddie Range. Wildcats up 3-2, Sophie.
Great job by Maddie pushing over the net, making sure she was fully cleared. Ball went straight down instead of just deflecting.
Rob, the student section seems to be pretty fired up tonight.
Yeah, they're loud. I like that.
Adams to set a little back set to Schroeder. Schroeder just over the line. It was missed by about 5 inches.
I didn't get a look at it, but
that was a close call, I'll say that.
Yeah, line judge Kate Brindham, I think she made the correct call. I saw that one land. It was about 4 or 5 inches deep.
I'm going to trust her. She got a good eye. Oh, trouble. No.
Free ball there by Gunderson.
Yes,
Big swing by Brooke Dusick in the middle, and the deuce is loose.
You love seeing a setter start to feed their middles early on in a game. Establish that the blockers are going to need to watch our middles so that when we do set our outsides, they're not always going to be blocked with 2 blockers each time.
Well, Sophie, one of the questions that I was going to ask Ava after the game tonight, early last season, she was just setting outside the whole time. Nice pass there by Peters, set by Dairy. Little free ball, no good. Point, Old Abe. But this season, so to start the season, she's all over the place. You don't know where it's going.
Yeah, she's got a much better shot selection. I think that we have a lot more offensive options, too, that she can run with.
Schroeder with the serve, set there by Peters, over to Pankinen. Nice play by Anderson. Peters over to Pankinen again. Off the block of Adams. And it's point Wildcat.
Call that tooling it off the block, is that right?
Dang right, Rob. Those 10 years have done you good.
I pay attention.
Gilbertson to serve. There's a pass by Anderson, set by Adams. A little back set to Schroeder. Big block at the net by Sigelski. Nice set by Peters. And the boom! Amelie Pankinen hits a bomb.
That
put a
laser
dent in the hardwood, Sophie.
Yeah, that was gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful.
Boy, there is some electricity in here tonight, isn't there?
Student section wants him to drop the hammer.
Little tip shot by Cora Graham. Pass by Adams again. Outside to number 2, Kaylee Gunderson. And Gunderson gets the kill, puts the Old Abe back on the board. 7-4, that's your score. Rob, do you know how they pick the uniforms? We've always discussed Goose Dairy, which she has the suns out, guns out.
She likes.
We went the long sleeve tonight, and the libero went short sleeve.
I'm pretty sure the captains make the call, Sophie.
Okay.
You know more about that than we would.
We love our long sleeve jerseys, so I'm expecting them to wear those most often.
Big block at the net by Pankinen. Anderson tries a free ball kill a little deep.
But how do they choose? Captains
Oftentimes, captains can choose them, but traditionally you'll wear white for home games and then other colors for away, so that usually helps.
How do you go with the libero wearing the sleeveless shirt?
Oh, that's all her, baby. She gets to choose.
What was that call?
Memorial was out of rotation, meaning one of the players was overlapping someone in a way in which they can't.
Can you explain that? Because Rob and I have absolutely no idea about out of rotation.
That's way above our pay grade.
Way above our pay grade. Explain that to the crowd.
So figure you've got those 6 different spots on the court rotationally.
Right.
So when you're serving.
Schroeder's a little deep, point Wildcat. Go ahead.
When you're serving, you're in that far back corner. That's your 1 spot.
Yep.
2, 3, 4 across the front, and then 5 and 6 completing the circle in the back.
Okay.
So as you go around in a circle, you have to be within that zone.
Got it.
And so you can't overlap people diagonal from you, back from you, things like that. But you might not play in that position. So therefore you have to move.
Oh yeah, Ava Peters, the pilot, slam dunks one at the net, puts the Wildcats up by 7, 11-4 here in set 1. Wildcats clicking on all cylinders, Rob.
Yeah, they are. Played well on Tuesday, just carrying it on from that, I guess. Oh, Mike Haley's in the house.
Set there by number 4, Natalie Pukrop. Who was that kill by, Sophie?
Looked like it was 7 coming in from the middle. I got a little bit dazed.
Yeah, that
that
was a little back set to junior Cora Graham. And the Old Apes are back on the board, serving C.C. Anderson. That went into the net. Point Wildcat. Range back in for the Wildcats, and Amelie Pankinen on the back row to serve. It is loud and proud in the gym here tonight. Wildcats all business here in set number 1 to start things off. And number 12, Lydia Palmier, gets the kill for the Old Abe. Whacked it into the net. Wildcats couldn't return it.
Yeah, we've had some good student sections. This one might be the best yet. They're right up to the top.
It was pretty solid on Tuesday night against Woodbury.
Yeah.
Meredith Adams serving for Memorial. Set by Pukrop. Big time swing by number 1, Sophie Topper. I think it was out. Yep. Line judge calls it out.
Looked like it was in. I don't see that well, though.
Maybe don't admit that to the refs.
Oh, it's fine.
Goose Dairy serving for the Wildcats. Sophiati in her River Falls Broadcasting mustard yellow t-shirt. That was a big swing and a big kill by number 10, senior Ashlyn Schroeder. Sophie, we talked about her in the pregame. She's going to Southwest Minnesota State next year. She's going to be a teammate of marvelous Maddie Range next year. They're going to be teammates.
Oh, awesome.
At Southwest State in Minnesota and Marshall, Minnesota.
Be a nice combo on it.
Now serving for Memorial, Lindsay Durkot.
Oh, nasty.
Big diving defensive attempt by number 2, Brooke Dusick, to no avail.
What were we calling that serve?
It was an EFIS serve.
EFIS.
Yeah, little EFIS serve. 13-8 your score. Palmier back to serve. Durkop. Set by Peters. Range with the swing. Tipped at the net by number 1, Sophie Topper. Peters swings it over with the left hand. Nice defense by Memorial. Schroeder, nice swing. And Ashlyn Schroeder gets the kill. Memorial settling down here a little bit,
Yeah.
Sophie, in the first set.
You can tell they're cleaning it up now. Their passes are getting up to their setter. Their hitters are hitting clean balls inbounds.
Little run here by Lindsay Durkop on the service line. Range deposits that one cross court. Marvelous
Gary's
Marvin
gotta hold
style.
on.
Wildcats get the kill, up 15-9.
Yeah, Maddie found that open spot, turned her thumb down, and cranked that.
Ava Peters to serve for the Wildcats. And Peters will get the ace. Puts the Wildcats up 16-9. And Rob likes to call those ace baby.
No.
All right,
There was
Vanilla,
a kid,
let's calm down.
that had a sign for Woodbury. Schroeder, big swing, big old block. A big block party by Maddie Range and the Deuce, Brooke Dusick. Was that all Maddie Range? Was that a solo block or both of them?
No, so even if only one person touches it,
A drink if you need it. Grab water if you need it.
Let's dive in.
Who was middle in that rotation, Brooke?
Wow.
Yes. I had to stop and think. Our ball control again looks really good. We're getting our feet to the ball, our platforms are steady. For all of my people that are playing middle right now, so it could be Gilby, Brooke, Charlie, let it pass you, follow fast, okay? I don't want you getting ahead of it because then your approach is really drawn out. Would love when you're up there with Maddie and Ava to see you go right side. Like just to make that your norm when you're the middle to be a pin hitter, okay? Serving looks good. I got nothing for you. Keep it up. It's awesome. Let's go!
Cats! Oh.
All right, good timeout. What's your thoughts on Coach Kelly's timeout message, Sophie?
That's great. She loves what she's seeing. She says, don't fix what's not broken.
Right.
Keep doing your thing.
Well, Wildcats up by 17-9 here in set number 1. Ava Peters just finished with an ace. She's serving again. Set by Adams. Schroeder with a little tip shot. Set by Peters. Range will tip it over. Nice play by Durkop. Big time swing by number 2, Kaylee Gunderson. We didn't have her picture on the pregame. We didn't have it. But Gunderson coming up big for the Old Abe here in set number 1. 17-10, and Sophie Topper back to serve for Memorial. Nice pass by Goose. One-handed set by Peters. Block at the net. Free ball there by Derry. That's going to barely get over the net.
Boy.
Overkill.
And that's called an overkill by the Goose, Olivia Derry. Wildcats got away with one there, Sophie.
I don't think that Liv could have put a more perfect free ball over. I've never seen
I thought it was
one
going to hit the top.
less
and
capable of being returned.
range to serve. Out of system for Memorial. Schroeder with a roll shot. Derry. To Marvelous Marvin with a campfire kill. Maddie Range style.
Great spot. Goose kind of gave her a lower set to work with there, so she was smart in just placing it right over the block instead of trying to take a swing.
Maddie Range to serve for the Wildcats. And there's a big-time swing and a big-time kill by number 2, junior Kaylee Gunderson.
No, I thought Shepley played. No, or is she hurt? Or
Well, she's at Rice Lake.
oh,
Yeah, Rice
right.
Lake.
I'm sorry.
But she might play.
No, I think she's still
No.
out. She's got a pretty
Wrong
significant knee injury, I think.
I get confused easy.
Big swing up, Gunderson, roll shot, campfire kill, point, Memorial. Sophie, I don't know where I got the campfire kill from. Somebody, I don't know if it was Mike or Rob
It's
or.
not unheard of, I don't think.
No,
You've heard it
it's
before?
pretty common terminology.
Matt Dusick thought I just made it up, but I didn't actually.
Nope, campfire, donut, any of that.
Yeah, because everybody's standing there looking at it like
Right.
it's a campfire.
Roasting marshmallows. Pankinen tries for the campfire kill. Nice defense by Memorial. Derry to Peters. Back set to the Dusick. Gilbertson. And the biscuit is rising up, Sophie.
Do you plan on having some s'mores up in the Boundary
of
Waters?
course. Some s'mores, some pudgy pies, a few brats.
Do you ever use a Reese's peanut butter cup for this s'more?
No, but you're a genius.
Try it.
Genius.
Trust me on this one.
Yeah, no problem.
Big time swing again by Kaylee Gunderson. Good gracious.
Yeah, it looked like Charlie got stuck in the middle, wasn't quite all the way out to that outside, so she had all of cross court open to swing and took advantage of it.
20-13 Wildcats up here in set number 1. Number 4, Natalie Pukrap, a senior, ready to serve for Memorial. Derry with a pass. Good effort. Pankinen, big time swing. Nice defense by Pukrap. Little tip shot there by Palmier.
Oh, long.
Dusick's attack is long. Point Memorial. 2014. Pukrap back to serve once again for Memorial. Gilbertson, Derry, and Pankinen on the back line, serve-receive line for River Falls. Peters to Pankinen, and the boom hits another bomb. It lands on the wrong side of the court if you're an Old Abe fan. Point Wildcat. We'll stick around here at the end of set number 1. We'll have the Tarnation Tavern Trivia. You can win a $10 gift card. It's a good question tonight, Sophie.
Do I get the sports piece on the board if I get it right?
Peters sends one down the left hand. Nice defense by Anderson.
Not allowed to participate.
Gilbertson to Peters to Pankinen. Nice defense by C.C. Anderson. Left-handed.
Yeah, that was out.
That's out.
Meredith Adams tries for the back left corner, just out of bounds.
Barely out of bounds.
Despite River Falls' best efforts, that ball went untouched.
Meredith
got that
Adams
right.
took a big swing with a left hand. Brooke Dusick to serve for River Falls. Set by Pukrap.
Nice play.
Adams in the middle. Tries a campfire kill. Nice diving save by Dusick.
Oh my
C.C.
goodness.
Anderson stays it alive with diving on the floor. Peters to Pankinen off the block. You can count that one. The boom, Amelie Pankinen puts the Wildcats up by 9, 23-14. Dusick to serve once again. A little bit of an overpass. That's going to
There we go.
hit the pin, go out of bounds. Point Wildcat. 24-14 your score.
We've got Kate Brendam and Anna Elfstrom being very attentive at their line judging duties.
Yes. The deuce, Brooke Dusick. Set once again by Pukrap. Meredith Adams with the big swing. Keeps alive by Darian Pankinen. Pass by Gilbertson to Peters. Nice defense by Peters.
Look out.
Good rally. Oh, big time swing by number 12, Palmier. Wildcats block party. What a play by Dusick. This is a big time rally, Sophie. Schroeder from the back row. Derry with the and Ashlyn Schroeder gets the kill. What a rally, Sophie.
That rally, if nothing else beats it, that's going to be the highlight of our game, I think. Great defense on both sides, big blocks, fun to watch.
Both teams playing for blood. There's a wiggle for C.C. Anderson, set by Peters, and Amelie Pankinen hits a rocket just out of bounds.
That. Coach Kayla yelled line as Amelie went up to hit that, and immediately after she hit it, she turned around to ask her if it was in.
24-16, Anderson to serve. Nice pass by Derry. Peters pops down a little two-handed stuff on the line, and that is set number 1. Wildcats win 25-16. And we're going to get right into it. Then you guys can talk amongst yourselves. But ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Tarnation Tavern Trivia for ice cold drinks, Charlie Cat Hot Chicken, and live music. It's Tarnation Tavern. Tarnation Tavern on the corner of Maple and Main in downtown River Falls. Well, Rob, if you're new to the Legion of Loyal Listeners, here's how it works. Post your answer in the chat section. Rob's going to take a look at that.
Let me bring it up.
Or you can text it to 715-307-2360. Again, that's 715-307-2360. The first correct answer will win a $10 gift card to Tarnation Tavern, courtesy of Mr. Fred Barr. Rob, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here's your question. This former Wildcat volleyball player was nicknamed the Rocket Queen. Let me get it going here.
I'm trying to remember who this is.
And starred on the court at UWRF, where she was also an academic All-American in biomedical engineering. She's currently in a biomedical doctoral program at the University of Minnesota. Name this former Wildcat.
Sounds smart.
Can you hear that or not?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
I can't hear any music, so that's what you're asking.
The Rocket Queen by Guns N' Roses.
I love it.
All right,
One of my favorite songs. It's loud in here again. Nice crowd. Got Papa Pat on again down in Illinois with Diane, watching the Goose and the rest of the Wildcats. Oh, I got an answer.
Who do you got?
What do you got?
Who was it?
Mine doesn't count.
Who do you got?
Oh, I've got Paula Flood.
What did she say?
Sarah Langlois.
Yeah, Paula Flood, you are correct.
Steve Rivard was a close second, but sorry.
Here's your correct answer.
Paula
there
got in there quick.
Well, Sarah Langlois is correct. She's Sarah Cleveland now, and she was the Rocket Queen. She starred for the UWRF Falcons, and her sister Sophie is up here on the broadcast tonight. So, Paula Flood, you are the winner of the Tarnation Tavern.
I'd get the bologna sandwich if I was you, Paula, but
oh yeah.
Now I got to give a shout out to my mom because she texted Sarah about 17 times and then said, "I love this so much," but I think she might be a little bit exempt from this specific question.
We had a ton come in. Scott Emery, Tracy Bannett, Mike Jones. They all texted in. You all were correct, but Paula Flood, you were correct just a little bit sooner.
River Falls legend.
They called her the Rocket Queen. Rob, that was one of the better nicknames that you and Mike came up with. I think without a doubt.
Oh, she loved that name.
The Rocket Queen.
Yeah, she could fire him, no doubt.
Well, let's fix up. Hold on, we got to fix the scoreboard here.
0-0, set 2. Oh. CC had trouble fielding that one.
Was it an ace for the Cat?
It was.
Wildcats up 1-0. Pankinen to serve again. Set by Pukrop. Back set to Adams. Nice defense by Pankinen.
Oh.
Wildcats are trying to free ball. A little miscommunication.
You take it. You take it. You. Me.
I guarantee you Abby Derry's gripping that iPad right now. Stuff like that drives her nuts.
Adams to serve. Nice pass by Dusick. Range with a big-time swing, and marvelous Marvin Range gets the kill. 2-1 Wildcat.
Chris Derry's doing a great job at kind of directing the offense on each swing. She's yelling what's open. She's giving them some guidance. It's awesome.
Smart.
Derry to serve.
Didn't get
nice
that
pass
from me.
by Anderson. Set by Adams. That's a big time. That's a
outside the pin or hit the pin.
Outside.
Yeah, outside the pin. It'll be point Wildcat.
It's hard to see from this vantage point.
Well, and when,
you're old and half blind.
Well, it's your words, not mine.
Derry to serve again. Adams is set. Nice block at the net. Wildcats get the point. Was that the biscuit, Abby Gilbertson with the block?
Yeah, it was. She hung up there, too. Sarah Kaylee was touching on it, but they seem undersized, but they can jump out of this
Well,
gym.
you got Gilbertson, Dusick, and Charlie Cat Hot Chicken. They're all very quick, very athletic at the net. They're going to get Nuke Nesbitt back in a couple of weeks. Was that Schroeder?
I'm guessing so. Yep, looks like it
Ashlyn
was.
Schroeder with a big-time kill from the back row. 4-2 Wildcats on top.
I said it last year about Dusick. Plays like she's 6'2".
I know.
No kidding.
She's got,
seriously, like
legit,
5'8",
Sophie.
5'7".
Legit, she's got about a 30-inch vertical, and it's not a stretch.
Coming in at 5'6", 6 foot with the vertical.
No, she gets up.
Maddie Range with a big swing. Nice defense by Memorial. And Ashlyn Schroeder gets another kill on the left side.
That's hard. Amelie was there too, just slipped right past her.
Student section's getting a talking to.
Jerkop serving. That'll be out of bounds. Good eyes by Maddie Range. Point Wildcat 5-3. The pilot, Ava Peters, back to serve. Derek Hackle was the winner of our first trivia question this year.
He was, wasn't he?
He still
Love
hasn't
that.
picked it up yet.
His first year teaching was my senior year.
He's a seasoned veteran now.
Oh, yeah.
And the biscuit, Abby Gilbertson turning around the third corner, heading for the finish line.
Tenured, I think they call that, don't they?
At the age of what, 32?
Peters to serve
Maybe.
again. Set by Adams, over outside to Schroeder. Big block attempt by Dusick. It lands on the Wildcat side. Point Memorial.
What year did you graduate, 18?
17.
17?
Yep, 1 year before Izzy.
We had not quite started the nicknames, but I remember I was doing the PA, and I remember a couple of times
You
it was
were
like
jumping for joy. Today.
jumping for joy, Sophie Langlois. That kill right there was from Brooke Dusick, and the deuce is loose again tonight, Rob.
She was probably one of the first nicknames, if we're being honest.
Well, the first
I
one,
loved that nickname.
the
I
first
wore that
one
like
was
a
hit it a
badge.
mile, Olivia Heil.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That might have been
The first one.
Yeah, the very first.
Oh, what a
dig
play by
Louis.
Louise.
Pankin, big time swing, and that will land harmlessly on the hardwood.
I think she was just protecting herself.
It was more self-defense than anything else.
Good Lord, that thing came in hot.
Goose Derry somehow, some way got that ball up, and Pankinen deposited that on the hardwood.
Great
There's a little
serve.
Zuzu pitch from Maddie Range. Range to Peters, outside to Pankinen. Nice block at the net by Palmier. Pankinen hits an absolute bullet off of Anderson's neck. Pankinen again. Darius, diving save.
Absolute mayhem down there.
This is so good. It's absolutely hilarious for our color commentator, Rob Derry. Roll shot by Pankinen. Nice set there by Adams. Back and forth we go.
Oh, it's out.
Pankinen's attack is just outside. Kate Brendam says, too high, too far.
Just
Point.
a bit out.
Memorial.
These rallies are insane. They can't get a ball down to save their life.
That was fun.
Cracking up Rob, that's for sure.
Let's take a timeout, Rob. Let's dive in.
Hey, good rally, girls. Good defense.
I just feel very strongly that I'm not going to need my timeouts later, and you might have wanted a breather after that. That was some good defense, taking good swings at the court. I love what we got going on. Make sure we worked so much on coverage. That was a great save by her. Half of us moved, but we weren't really anticipating, so that's going to be my only thing. We're covering our hitters actively. Who's in the front row? 1, 2, 3, 9, 1B. Is that where we're at? All right. I like that adjustment by you because she's trying to work the line a lot with the soft stuff, okay? If you need a shot, it's that deep 3 zone, but it can't have height to it. It's literally got to be right over the block, okay? It was just, you gave them too much time. You ready? Let's go. Side it out.
Cats. Hey, we got a lot of game left, but stick around after the game. We'll talk to the featured players of the game, Ava Peters and Amelie Pankin, the postgame extra backed by Built Strong Exteriors.
That's going to be exciting.
8-5 your score. Wildcats in the lead here in set 2.
Oh, boy.
That was an absolute bullet from Natalie Pukrop. Pukrop with the ace. 8-6. Pukrop to serve yet again. Nice serve again. Peters a little bump set out to Pankinen. Roll shot and a beauty. Back left corner. Pankinen gets it to go, puts the Wildcats back up by 3.
They've been having a lot of luck with that line. If I were Memorial, I'd really start pulling my players over and force them to start hitting cross.
Gilbertson to serve for River Falls. Set by Pukrop. Back set over to Schroeder. Big block at the net by Pankinen. Peters back over to Pankinen. Big block out of bounds on Meredith Adams. Point Wildcat. Good blocking by both teams tonight, Sophie.
Yeah, really solid.
Pukrop, cross-court set over to Adams.
Straight up.
Peters set in the middle to Charlie. Cat hot chicken Sigelski. Point Wildcat.
Barely got that set high enough to hit it over the
No
net.
kidding.
Call it a quick? Is that what the
It was a particularly quick.
There's a little
Nice up.
Ethos serve by, nice defense by Gilbertson. Pankinen with a roll shot. Set by Pukrop. Big block at the net by Dusick and Sigelski.
Looks like they didn't quite touch it.
Oh,
I
it
think
hit the
that
net. Yeah, it hit the net. So not a block. 4 hits by Memorial. 12-6 your score. And Gilbertson to serve again for River Falls.
dirty?
Little free ball by Adams. Sigelski to Peters. Back set to the Dusick. She comes flying in. Big swing. That'll be tipped at the net by the Wildcat. Point Memorial. 12-7 your score. Both teams going after it tonight. I mean, very active on defense on both sides of the court.
The score isn't really accurate of how intense this game is, I got to tell you.
Good stuff.
Peters, back set to the Dusick, coming in strong again. Both teams have been pretty solid at the net on defense. Peters to Pankinen. Again, nice defense by Schroeder, set by Anderson.
Nice up!
Peters dives, keeps it alive, and a smart heady play by the senior number 17, Meredith Adams, to put the Old Abe on the board.
Very smart. You don't always need to do anything fancy or hit it super hard. Just find an open spot on the court and put it down.
Rob, what were your middle school boys friends doing over there tonight?
I don't know. They left, though.
Oh, Charlie Cat hot chicken with a bullet. Oh, it's going to land. Gilbertson thought that was deep, but Meredith Adams took just enough off to get it in on the back line. 12-9.
Beautiful shot.
Yeah, shots like that can build momentum really quickly for a team, so River Falls has got to side out quick here.
Ashlyn Schroeder to serve for the Old Abe. Gilbertson to Peters, outside to Pankinen. Again, big-time block, that time by Cora Graham. Well, Rob, there's bullets heading all over the place tonight.
It really is.
Nice save by Derry. Oh. That's a big-time swing from the right side by senior Meredith Adams.
Girl's having herself a night.
Meredith Adams came to play tonight.
He knocked the official's glasses right off. Is he all right?
Oh, yeah, Sarah went to check on him. And there's Tina.
You had to bring the trainer in. How many times have you had the trainer come in to help the ref out?
It's getting wild down there.
12-10 your score. Wildcat still on top. Sigelski, big swing in the middle. It's Memorial's turn. And number 2, Kaylee Gunderson, tips one over, gets it to go off the Wildcat arms. 12-11. Wildcat still clinging to a 1-point lead.
Sarah will give it one more here, and then I'll bet she'll call a timeout.
Peters over to Pankinen, and the boom hits a bomb. Cross court puts the Wildcats up by 2.
Needed that.
No kidding.
Boy, it is loud and it is packed in the gym tonight.
Yeah, it is.
You don't necessarily see the student section on the camera, but that's another big swing by Adams. What did that girl have for breakfast today, Sophie?
Hey, set your best player. When they're hot, you got to keep going to them. I was telling Jenna earlier, it's sort of like in basketball when you're making a lot of free throws, you almost can't miss, even if you try. So keep feeding her, let her keep swinging.
Well, speaking of basketball players, nice up by Peters Free ball by Pankinen. And Pankinen gets a little roll shot kill, and the Wildcats needed that one in a big way, Robbie.
Not exactly how you draw it up, but effective.
14-12. Pankinen to serve for River Falls.
Oh.
And that's going to be just a little deep. Service error, Wildcat point, Memorial.
Aggressive.
Probably a good thing for Coach Cayley and the Wildcats that Meredith Adams is back on the back row now, Sophie.
Yeah, for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if they set her back row a couple times here.
Nice serve, too.
Peters saves it one-handed. Free ball by Sigelski. Wildcats have done that a ton tonight. Back row swing by Schroeder. That one's out. Point Wildcat.
I'm also
15-13.
Memorial's running a 6-2, and Meredith Adams is their other setter.
Hey, explain that. I know what it is.
She's not going to be set anytime soon.
Explain the 6-2 volleyball.
Yeah,
I know
so
we're running a 5-1, right?
Yeah, so briefly, nice ace. But a 5-1, you've got one setter and 5 other players on the court. So when Ava is front row, we've got 2 other offensive options. When she's back row, we've got 3 in the front. Conversely, with a 6-2, your setter's always back row, and there's substitutions that'll make that happen. And then you always have 3 offensive players in the front.
Right. That one. Kate Brenham called it out, but the other.
Well, he called it out.
Okay.
Yeah, so this line judge is just saying from her point of view, with her 2 lines it's in. So she can't call the Z direction as
so it should be 17-14. Well, we'll keep it at 16-14. Back set to number 2,
nice
Gunderson. Derry with a free ball. Anderson. Over to Gunderson.
Nice up!
Great up by Pankinen.
Wow!
Oh, that one's going to be out of bounds. Maddie Range with the kill. Wildcats take the 3-point lead. 17-14. Let's get that score correct.
I never thought I'd say this, but Goose might be the best overpasser I've ever seen. She sends the most aggressive free balls.
She's an aggressive kid. There's no question about that.
Talked about that last game. Yeah.
Ashlyn Schroeder hits an absolute rocket from the back row. Point Memorial.
There's no more room in the student section. It's SRO.
We got all 3 sides filled up over there tonight. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Standing room only over there.
Oh, that's what I don't know the lingo you got going on. Range for the kill. Off the outstretched hand of number 1, Sophie Topper, Wildcats. I thought the scoreboard was 1 short.
Abby Derry's keeping a close eye on that. She's doing the stats.
Yeah, it is. 19-14.
We'll get after him.
Peters hits a bullet right over the net. Great diving save by Pankinen. Gilbertson with a big swing. Schroeder block at the net by Dusick and Gilbertson. Big block at the net by Dusick. Derry to Peters. Nice little set to Gilbertson. Adams over to Ashlyn Schroeder with another kill. That girl's a player too, Sophie.
Schroeder's kind of a quiet threat. You don't necessarily see her doing any of these huge clumps of the ball, but she knows where to place it in areas that are going to score and in methods that are going to score.
Well, she's a 3-sport athlete in Memorial, so my guess is she's going to have a lot more.
Careful.
A little bit of friendly fire there.
Let's not get anybody hurt.
My guess is Ashlyn Schroeder is going to have logging in a lot more volleyball practice time because she's been a stud volleyball, basketball, and what else she say that she did in the spring?
Soccer. Goalie.
The biscuit is rising up. Cross court kill. Wildcats up by 4.
Coach doesn't
well,
like
they
the
got
call.
him for 16 over here, so maybe
It's like 20 to 16 or something.
Yeah. Block at the net by Gilbertson, and I think they called a double. They called a double on Memorial. I didn't see that, but
something looked weird. I don't know if that's what it was necessarily.
And Memorial's going to take a timeout. Rob, let's dive in.
Yeah, why not? I'm going to talk it over.
Okay, we will. Thanks, student section.
Our defensive pursuit is really good. I like this new rotation, and I feel like everybody is actively pursuing versus like a couple people playing and a couple people watching. What happened to your water bottle? Oh, it looks like it's seen better days.
Hey, buy your kid a new water bottle.
I have one of your water bottles at my house because you left it there. Your Kokoro one. I'll bring it. I'll bring it tomorrow. Who's in the front row? I'd love to see you on a free ball hit an A. Okay? And then stay out on the pins as outlets, okay? Let's go. Your timing's really good, so if we can start giving you more options, we can use you differently. Here we go.
Cats. Let's go.
Attaboy, Rob. Well, tomorrow and in the coming days, check out Instagram and YouTube for the River Ridge Builders Rewind. There's some great highlights. Those are put together by the Chuck Wagon, Charlie Griffin.
He's been doing a nice job. That was one of Wesley's best ideas in a long time.
Those things have been blowing up, up.
That's fun. It's fun to see the little highlights. And people have short attention spans, so that 30 seconds or less is nice. Yeah.
Big swing by Cora Graham for the Old Abe. Little roll shot there by Gilbertson. 21-16 your score here in the second set.
Oh, okay.
And again, Ashlyn Schroeder has some big-time topspin on that thing, and point Memorial.
Yeah, good player. Having a good night.
Number 4, senior Natalie Pukrop back to serve for Memorial.
Did some damage last time she was back there.
And Pankinen back to serve receive for the Wildcats. Back set to Gilbertson, and that'll be tooled out of bounds. The biscuit, Abby Gilbertson with the kill. Sophie, talk about Abby Gilbertson and her maturation as a volleyball player here in the last year.
Yeah, she's really come into her own. Her confidence has grown a ton on the court, which is evident, but also just her general athleticism.
That's a
nice block.
That's a block party by Pankinen and Sigelski. And our director of photography, Jen Peters, she doesn't have a headset tonight because we only have 3, but she's on the camera and she is fired up.
She loves a big block.
Gilbertson, a little Etha serve. Pukrop back set to Schroeder. And Ashlyn Schroeder deposits that one right in the middle of the court. Point Memorial.
I really like that we came up with a name for that serve.
The Ethos pitch. Look it up online, Rob.
I'm not going to doubt you.
Yeah, look it up. Schroeder back to serve. She's got a
like making up volleyball terms like over.
That's a wiggle and a half right there. Peters over to Pankinen, and Pankinen gets the campfire kill.
Did him dirty
to put the Wildcats within 1 point of set point in set number 2. Well, coming up, we on alumni night on Tuesday. We missed a lot. Like Coach Kaylee put a ton of time into making these slides up for all the alumni that were there.
What a
my goodness. Junior Kaylee Gunderson absolutely ripcords one on the left side.
The rocket.
High reach, pulled all the way through it. Great swing.
That's how you're supposed to do it, just like that?
Gunderson, just a junior. And there's set point. Wildcats win that one 25-19. So, Sophie, we need you here because we're going to go we're going to pop these up. These were the alumni people that were here and sent in their stuff, and we didn't get all the way. I don't know if you can see them here, but.
Oh, yeah.
So we know Kate Brendam.
Our beloved line judge.
Tell me, so Kim Nesbitt, and they're the mother-daughter combination. Her daughter, Addie Nesbitt, plays for the Wildcats right now. Did you know Alex Braffle's probably a little older than you?
Yeah, she was a senior when I was a freshman.
Okay. And then you know these girls here, the Bannock sisters.
My league with Elise starts up next Wednesday, so I'm looking forward to
Where do you guys play, like indoor or outdoor?
Yep, indoor.
Okay.
And then we're playing in a grass tournament on Saturday, actually. But
okay.
Emily and Abby are cool, too.
And you know these girls, the Barr sisters.
My favorite.
Zoe and Izzy Barr.
Love them both. I play with Zoe on Mondays, and then Izzy is my other sister.
Yeah, so Bryn Johnson, she's playing at Rider University in New Jersey. She sent probably the most fun picture of all the
No
group.
kidding.
Looks like she's getting
like Bryn,
punched in the gut. The Broncos getting punched in the gut. Anna Wolf was on the broadcast. We interviewed her.
Sweet little Anna.
After the second set. She was she's like
getting married.
So nice. I didn't know that either. And then you know these two girls here, Now we can't have all three because Goose is an alumni yet.
Dang right.
You got
Gotta
Maddie
write that.
Derry and Abby Derry. And then I remember, so Emma Kazitsa had a nickname too. She was back in 15 and 16 when I was doing the PA. She was something about coming to get you.
I was
Emma
going to say, coming to
Kazitsa.
get you, yep.
And then Emily Morissette, her dad Scott, is on the city council and also works at First National Bank of River Falls.
She's got little Aurora
Callie
there with
Freedy,
her.
we interviewed Callie Freedy before the game the other night.
Yep, Callie was before my time, but she instituted that we run the longest line first during conditioning, and then you do the shortest one last. So they are called
Hallie
Callie's
Olson.
Memorial.
Hallie Olson flew up from Tennessee. She's doing
So
her
cool.
masters and actually in Georgia, but then the Marissa Stockman, the bomb. She's playing professional volleyball in Europe right now.
Yes.
Love those unis.
And then there's the Cayley sisters. Maddie Cayley playing for St. Thomas and Morgan for St. Thomas, and Maddie playing for Duluth.
Couple
She's
of
in her
legends
last
here.
year.
Oh, yeah.
Rob, see if you can remember Kinsley Albor is his nickname.
Ball girl.
Yeah, you're right. What about Danny Lean?
The machine, my
The
man.
machine,
Atta
Danny
boy.
Lean. And then we got two more. The Langlois sisters, and then the Myrie sisters.
Oh, the Myers.
Erica, yeah. Oh, and we've got one more, and then we'll let her get back to the action. Those are last year's seniors.
Very
the
good.
Slayer, the Bishop, and Hannah Jiraki. Let's get those off.
I love your slow fade
there
as
we
you
go.
try to just get the game back on.
All right, we're back in action. What's the score?
2-1 nothing.
Peters outside the range, and marvelous.
To get that up.
Marvin, Matty Range with the kill.
I was thinking the same thing, though.
I thought
Rob.
CC got that up. Looked like,
I
didn't
think
it?
it bounced just in front of our platform and up, but I was thinking the same thing.
Would have been impressive. The old pancake.
Looks like we got Lori Johnson out taking pictures tonight. Always does a nice job.
Whoop. Oh, no. Good idea.
3-zip Wildcats. That was a lot of slides to get through in a short amount of time, but
Yeah.
but we're so that's very
you barely
cool. Like,
went over, too.
all the ladies like sending all that stuff, and Sarah put a ton of time into making
she
those.
really
so
did.
we wanted to.
You're an efficient animal. Oh,
That's a big swing once again by junior Kaylee Gunderson, and Gunderson has been a huge bright spot for head coach Juliana Nichols tonight for Memorial.
I like her shoes, too.
Gunderson?
Yeah, she's heading off the
Or
court right
Juliana
now, but
Nichols?
They're very Neapolitan ice cream-like.
You're talking about Kaylee?
Yeah.
Oh,
Kaylee
I thought you were talking about Juliana Nichols, the head coach.
No. But her shoes are fine.
Durkop serving for Memorial. Range with a big swing, and that's a Tool
Yeah, again,
out of bounds point Wildcat.
none of the River Falls swings are going to that back 6 zone, so I don't know why their defender is camping out there when all the balls are going down the line.
get down there and coach them up. Actually, don't. Don't do that.
Sophie Adi used to be a volleyball coach for the Wildcats.
We're out of rotation, I guess.
Yep, looks like their assistant coach knows
Elite
what's up.
volleyball mind, Rob Derry with an out of rotation call. Good work, Rob.
I just saw this.
Good
He
work, Rob.
translated the ref signal.
Right. I didn't see the. I don't understand rotations.
The pilot, Ava Peters, back to serve for River Falls. Wildcats on top 5-1 here in set number 3.
Nice
Cross
set.
court set by Adams.
That was beautiful.
And a big-time swing by Ashlyn Schroeder. There was some mustard on that one, Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah. Heater.
Whoop.
Adams is having a phenomenal night. That set was absolutely perfect.
Well, she played all right side last year. I know when Memorial had a very good setter, Anna Skolos.
Okay, yep.
And I think she was all conference, actually.
Oh.
Nice eyes by Maddie
wow.
Range. Lets that one go wide.
Brave.
6-2 Wildcat.
Yeah, Memorial definitely graduated a lot of talent, but they're by no means lacking now. They certainly have a lot of different options to work with.
Oh, yeah.
Range to serve for River Falls. Once again, set by Adams. Over to Schroeder.
And that's nice.
Tipped at the net. Falls harmlessly to the hardwood. And Memorial back within 3. And Natalie Pukrop to serve for the Old Abe. Sophie, they were billing this game as the brawl in River Fall before the game.
The singular city.
Well, I thought that that River Falls only had one waterfall, so I thought it'd be singular like River Fall. But apparently Rob tells me they had numerous falls.
Many, yeah.
So I did not know that. Nice pass by Range, set by Peters on the pin. And that swing hit the pin, and it'll be point Memorial. 6-5 your score.
Are you one of the few people I know that have never been down the Kinney? Is that right?
Well, I've not in a kayak. I've went swimming in it, and I've
You swam the
hiked
length of it?
hiked and
That's a long swim.
jogged and stuff
It'd be
like
hard
that.
to swim. It's only a couple feet deep.
Oh, he's belly crawling the Kinney.
Wildcats sort of get lucky there with an overpass that
You're not
Old
doing
Abe's
the
can't
fly, that's
return.
for sure. You know what I mean? This thing, you do
No.
this one.
No, you can go there,
Kick
you
and-
can go and cool off there. It's,
God, is
I,
it a
I just have to
dolphin?
walk
No,
right
it's
across the
Greg Peters.
street, down the Mount Mikla, and jump in to cool off. Schroeder, instead of swinging big like you were talking about, that was a smart tip to
Yep.
a wide open right side of the court.
She's a
heady
very,
player.
Very intelligent player for sure.
7-6 is your score. Wildcats on top, and Schroeder back to serve for Memorial. Nice pass by Derry. Middle set
There
to
we go.
Sigelski,
Oh, that was in.
and
Nice.
you can count that one. Charlie Cat Hot Chicken put some Mav sauce on that one.
Right on the line, tough to deal with.
Charlie's got a couple of cute braids on the top of her head that go back into the bun. I'm a big fan.
That's a tight bun tonight.
It's really solid.
It's a good look.
It's all business. Charlie Cat Hot Chicken, all business with a tight bun in the middle. Peters,
There
a
we
little
go.
left-handed slam dunk for the Pilot. Point Wildcat.
I've always been a big fan of the filthy bun. Just you kind of just, you know,
Do you mean the
Kind of
messy
like
bun?
a messy bun.
yeah, that one.
I think if it's filthy, you've got other issues going on.
Well,
Served by Dusik. Yeah, sometimes those messy buns that I think the
Nice
oh
shot!
wow, yeah, it was
that's a big time. Was that number 2, Kaylee Gunderson again?
right across the court at about 8 foot.
If I was an opponent and I saw my, if I was on the other side of the court and I saw my opponent come up to the net with a messy bun, I would be thinking like they don't care how they look. They just want to
Yeah,
try to take it to me
they didn't come to look good. They came to
play good.
right.
Little punch shot. Nice pass by Gilbertson. Cross court to Pankinen.
Nice!
Oh,
Oh,
the
wow.
play by Derry.
Again,
way to save that by Peters.
Dusik to Peters, tries to slam it down with her left hand. Adams again from the right side, blocked at the net by Sigelski and Pankinen. Point Wildcats.
That feels like one of the first extended rallies that's gone the Wildcats' way.
10-7 your score. We're here in set number 3. And the boom, Amelie Pankinen back to serve for River Falls.
as usual. I think you're right, Sophie. Oh,
That's an ace
great
by
swing.
Pankinen.
Oh,
That
my
thing, that knuckleball was
I almost had it.
moving all over the place.
Rob, you scared me there for a minute.
Probably-
You think I was going over the rail?
I was like, oh, he's committed.
Probably one more point, and Coach Juliana Nichols might be taking a timeout, Sophie.
Yep, I'll bet you're right.
Hukrop over to
Oh,
Gunderson, and Gunderson floats one right at the midcourt. You can count that one.
Just gave it a little push. Is all it needed.
On the court for River Falls. Sigelski, Peters, Range. There's Pankinen, Dusik, and Derry. Range, big swing. That's going to be tough to handle.
Nice save.
And great play by C.C. Anderson. Nice hustle. Peters over to Range. Tipped at the net by number 14, Nora Kling.
Hey,
Big
what's up?
block by Peters at the net. That's a huge swing by Nora Kling. She's a freshman, and I think they're going to call a tip. Point
Yep.
Memorial.
Great eyes on Kate Brendam there.
$11-9 your score. And Meredith Adams back to serve for Memorial. It's tough to hear yourself up here.
I don't even know what the
Marty
section
Paulson
is
in the
saying.
Marty Paulson, it's good to see you, brother. Thanks for coming tonight. Peters, a little nice bump set to range.
Good recovery. Yeah.
Little back dump and a beauty by Peters. Nice defense by Memorial.
Nice.
Outside set to range.
Beautiful.
Great defense by Anderson. And Gunderson sends that one into the net. Wildcats all over the defense tonight, Sophie.
Everyone's doing their fair share, too. I mean, Goose is playing a phenomenal game like she usually does, but even up close at the net, all the balls are coming up.
Derry to serve for River Falls. Wildcats up by 3 here in set number 3. Adams is set again, a little back set to Gunderson. Overpass by Dusick. Adams back row set to Schroeder. Peters, range.
Yep.
I think they're going to call that into the net. Yeah. They're going to get that range, hit that one in the net. That's 4, and that'll be point Memorial. 12-10, that's your score. And number 14, freshman Nora Kling back to serve for Coach Nichols and the Old Abe.
Oh, just kidding.
Maybe not.
Yeah, so they had her going for the middle, so now the way that they have to – oh, no, never mind. She was just too far ahead with her rotation.
Lindsay Durkop now serving for Memorial.
She just really wants to serve.
Wildcats won set 1, 25-16. They took home set 2, 25-19. A little bit more of a close battle here in set number 3. Old Abe get the ace. They're within 1. Wildcats and Coach Cayley looking for a little Wildcat run here. Nice serve again by Durkop. Set to range, and range hits a campfire kill right in front of a diving CC Anderson.
Got him.
Well, Eric Anderson, CC's dad, the Old Abe insider, did a good job tonight.
He came in prepared.
He did. Nice set by Anderson to Schroeder. That one's long. Kate Brendam calls it so. Point Wildcat. Here's the run we were talking about, Sophie.
It's a game of runs.
What game are you watching right now?
I might have the Minnesota Green Bay game.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a tight game, too.
Oh, backboard.
Volleyball elite mind extraordinaire.
Oh, boy.
Sophie Adi.
She can do 2 things at once. Oh!
And the biscuit is golden brown coming out of the oven. Point Wildcat.
I just love all the biscuit puns. It makes me happy.
Here's a timeout, Rob. Let's dive in, brother.
I like the stability we have right now. Like, they make a good play, they win a long rally, you guys come back and you regroup, and it doesn't seem to rattle you at this point. That's good. Your focus is there, the intensity is there. Hitters, especially pin hitters, I need you guys getting your feet all the way to the ball so that your contact point is elevated. They're getting touches on balls I don't think they should, but it's because we're hitting so low to the net, okay? Go up high, high hands. If you've got a gap, you hear boost, yell, seam, bang it. If not, hit your shots, okay? Looks good, keep it up.
Once again, stick around right after the conclusion of tonight's match. It's the postgame extra.
So sorry that I forgot to text you back, period. The boys said they are in for a football game and sleepover.
Oh. The postgame extra backed by Built Strong Exteriors. We're going to listen to
Sleepover
Ava Peters and Amelie Pankinen.
Party at the Cayley house.
Yep. Now you know. Oh.
Peters hustling for a set. Derry with the free ball. Middle set by Adams.
Nice dig.
Set by Derry. Free ball by Range. Once again, Adams is set. Cross court over to Schroeder. Nice roll shot by Ashlyn Schroeder. And Maddie Range deposits a tool off the outstretched hands of number 12, Lydia Palmier. Point Wildcat. They take a 5-point lead here in set number 3.
Oh.
Peters
just a bit outside.
Tried the corner and missed.
Like it came off her hand wrong. Obviously.
You don't think it was intentional?
Speaking of Bob Euchre and the Brewers, Matt Dusick and I are going to, after the Charger rally, we're going to take in a Brewer Arizona Diamondback game.
Oh,
Peters back set to Range. She comes in swinging like a banshee. And Marvin Maddie Range racks up the kill for the Wildcats, 17-12.
Now, I haven't been paying attention. She's still doing 4 rotations tonight or 6 Range. Have you noticed?
Oh, I don't think I've seen her come out.
Or maybe she's back to 6. She was doing 4 on Tuesday. Maybe they.
I also haven't been paying attention to it.
Yeah,
so.
I don't know.
Nice!
The boom Amelie Pankinen hits a bomb.
I think you're right, though. I don't think she's coming. She must be back to 6.
And the Wildcats
I think
up
so.
18-12. Boy, the Legion
Which
of
is good for us. We like
Rob,
that.
the Legion of loyal listeners, they don't miss a beat. Ariel Avestrez is already texting and telling us to turn Sarah's mic off, and she was only talking for like 2 seconds.
Just a sleepover. Nothing too
We're
aggressive.
sorry you're not invited, Ariel.
She got a pool. Hot tub. Nice over there.
I tell you what, it's tough to that boys basketball. That's a nice
Great spot.
little tip shot kill there by number 10, Ashlyn Schroeder.
Smart play.
It's tough to the boys basketball broadcast with Westhouse and Avestrez, both Avestrez's, Debbie and Ariel. Tough to beat those guys.
Oh, no kidding.
The plural is Avestri.
Avestri. Peters, nice back set to the biscuit. Abby Gilbertson, she's coming around the third corner and heading to the finish line.
Are you laughing at your own Avestri joke?
No, I was laughing at Peters.
There's a set by Pukrap, kind of tight set. It'll be point Wildcat. Boy, and it was, I want to say it was 12-11. Wildcats were clinging, not
It was
Nora
tight.
cling, but clinging to a 1-point lead, and it's been all Wildcat here in the third set.
Let's dive in.
I feel
I'll
our
turn it
hitters
down
are
too
hitting
this
4
time.
inches higher on the net, and it's your feet, okay? We've had a lot of volleyball already this week. We've got a lot coming up this weekend, but hitters, you have to keep your legs under you, okay? When that ball's set tight to that outside hitter, right back, you're already in the pocket, right? But you just have to anticipate it. And left front, if you see it super tight, you can come in a little bit too. Not into the no Amelie zone, but just a step forward, okay? So if it's tight, as a defensive player, scoot in. That's the only shot she has. All right, let's finish this. Let's go.
Pass!
I almost did it again.
Boy, Sophie,
I gotta pay attention here.
Rob and I are big time into jinxes, and we're what's that term?
Superstitious.
Superstitious.
Well, I think you're just a little stitious more than anything.
But I tell you what, the Wildcats have been
Coaching.
they've been playing pretty well Tuesday here and Thursday. Peters gets up about 9.5 feet in the air to save that one. That's a big time swing by senior Meredith Adams. And who was that block party by, Sophie?
Looked like Charlie Sigelski and
Maddie Range?
Pankinen.
Pankinen, okay. Sigelski and Pankinen with the block party. Wildcats up by 8.
Charlie's been playing some good volleyball.
And Rob Derry's favorite player, the slasher, Maddie Asher, now in the game for River Falls.
Love seeing her get some court time.
Played well on Tuesday. Really
Hey,
well.
I tell you what,
Oh, good spot.
we were talking about that. She, when Coach Cayley puts in some players off the bench and they do well, they earn more time. And the slasher, Maddie Asher, did just that.
Yeah, that's how it works.
21-14 your score. Ashlyn Schroeder back to serve for Memorial. Kind of off the side of Goose Derry's forearm. Point Memorial. Wildcats can't have a letdown here. They're coming down the home stretch.
Nope.
The biscuit already turned the third corner, heading for the finish line. And you don't want to trip in the mud. Ashlyn Schroeder with another ace. 21-16 your score.
There
Nice
you go,
play.
nice up.
Oh,
Just a miss hit.
didn't make it over.
Memorial and Ashlyn Schroeder on a little bit of a run here. Still up 4, 21-17 here in set number 3. Nice pass by Derry. Peters back set to the Dusick.
Nice
One-handed pass by Anderson.
Ouch.
And that'll be a little deep. They're going to call it a
Oh,
tip.
on the touch. Yep, doesn't look like the girls are arguing with it.
Kaylee Gunderson gets the kill for Memorial. 21-18, and Schroeder to serve once again. Coach Nichols from Memorial barking out some signals.
And the timeout.
And the purple are fired up, and Coach Cayley calls a timeout to try to.
Hey, I get frustrated when we have the momentum in a set like that, and I make one sub and we're up, 21-15 or whatever. And she did her job when she first came in, and we have people that have been out there, like, not transitioning, not being ready to hit. Like, I thought that set, like I said, was perfect. I need you to terminate that, right? She needs you to terminate that because she needs a chance to get into a rhythm.
She hasn't played in the whole match, right? So that's not on anybody I bring in. It's on the group that's already out there to sustain their energy and effort, right? At this point in time, we need a side out. We need to finish this set out. Let's go.
Cats.
Oh, well-timed, Rob. Well-timed.
One of your better ones.
I've been working on it.
Sophie, what do the Cats got to do? They're up 2. You don't want to give up this third set. You don't really want to go to a fourth one. What do the Cats got to do here?
It's back to fundamentals. You need a clean pass. You need a solid swing. Nothing fancy.
Free ball by Derry. Set by Pukrop. Back set over to Adams. And Meredith Adams, like a left-handed trip hammer on the back line. Point Memorial.
Is she a lefty?
Oh, she's a lefty.
I like that. I'm left-handed.
She's been dropping. I am as well, Rob.
Are you? I didn't know that.
Nice pass by Gilbertson.
There we go.
Derry with the set. Back set there by Pukrop. Peters to Derry. Over to Dusick.
Oh, had to reach for it.
Another long rally here by the Old Abe and the Wildcat. Peters playing some defense on the back row.
Yeah,
Pankinen takes a big swing. Nice block at the net by number 7, Cora Graham. And Memorial with another point ties it up at 21 apiece. Rob, the third set's getting a little hairy.
Pankinen's legs were tired. She couldn't get back up for that second hit.
Schroeder still on the back line serving for Coach Nichols and the Old Abe. Peters back set to Dusick. Free ball by Pankinen. Pukrop over to Gunderson. Nice defense by Gilbertson.
Oh!
And the boom hits an absolute bomb.
That was a missile.
Yeah, I think she was tired of having errors. She said enough's enough.
Enough is enough for the boom Amelie Pankinen. She puts the Wildcats up by a point. She was mad at that ball, Rob.
Yeah.
Nice block at the net by Pankinen. The sophomore has taken over here at the end of set number 3.
That's what it looks like when you play to win. When you're playing expecting the other team to lose or throw it away, you're not going to be able to finish the game strong.
Looks like Pankinen just got kind of mad there at the end of the set. She was like, I'm going to take care of business.
Yep.
Pankinen, nice dig. Dusick with a big time kill. Derry to Pankinen. Peters free balls it. Set by Pukrop. Middle set to Graham. Big swing by Gunderson. Nice defense again by the boom Amelie Pankinen.
Nice.
Pukrop back set to Adams. Peters slams that one home.
Got it.
Old Abe keep it alive. Nice roll shot by Schroeder. And the boom! Amelie Pankinen has taken over set number 3. It's boom time, Sophie.
Ava Peters is working overtime right now. They are getting her out of system. They're getting her on the net, off the net, offense. She's going crazy.
Well, she had a chiropractic appointment this morning at Kinney Valley Chiropractic. Dr. Brian Centeraski setting her up. Keeping her loose as a goose in the back.
Yeah, I think they turbocharged her. She's doing great.
24-22. CC Anderson back to serve for Memorial. Little wiggle. Nice defense by, and Peters with the back dump and a beauty. And that is set and match point courtesy of the pilot, Ava Peters. And you're going to see her and her sophomore teammate, Amelie Pankinen, up here in just a few moments.
Perfect.
For the postgame extra, backed by Built Strong Exteriors. So let's do that right there. And there is Wildcats winning 3. But, Rob, you really,
I think Sophie said it. That was closer than it would have appeared. That was a good
Wildcats winning 3 sets, but it was, that was a action-packed 3-set match.
Lots of long runs, lots of extended rallies. Yeah, very fun game to watch.
Schrader had a nice game.
Adams for Memorial really impressed me.
Is that the lefty?
Yeah, front court and back court. She was really an asset on that team tonight.
Yeah, I also thought Kaylee Gunderson, she's a junior.
Yeah,
I
she kind
thought,
of came out of nowhere halfway through that second
yeah,
set.
she had a heck of a game tonight too. So yeah, great ball game tonight. Wildcats did win in 3, but like I said, it was a little bit. It was not your average 3-set match. I think had a lot of both teams playing tough. And stick around in just a few moments. We're going to have the Built Strong exteriors. Post-game extra, we'll have the Boom Amelie Pankinen and senior setter Ava Peters up here in just a few moments.
Couple of studs.
Rumor has it, Sophie, that am I allowed to say that about the homecoming court or not? Is that
Maybe
rumor has it that Ava Peters has made homecoming court, but she won't be able to go to the game. So, Amelie, you take that one right there. Ava, you take that. All right. So you guys stand over there, Jenna. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there on your left is Amelie Pankinen, sophomore. They call her the Boom. On the right side, senior setter Ava Peters. They call her the Pilot. Hey, girls, great game tonight.
Thank you.
Amelie, you guys obviously won the first 2 sets. Set 3 was kind of creeping away.
Yeah.
And it looked like you just after the timeout Coach Kaylee had, what was going through your mind, because you absolutely took that set over at the end?
Well, for me, like going out there and having a good first 2 sets, and then like the third set is like a little bit lower. Like I just have to think like do it for the team. Like even if they're getting up, like I need to think back to like the team and like yeah.
Right. I mean, you hit some big time. I mean, there was looked like you got mad at the ball. Ava, Sophie Adi was talking about that you guys were out of system quite a bit in the third set, and you were running all over the place. And kind of what do you have to do in that situation to kind of get the team back together?
If the ball is off, I just work on getting a good second contact so that they can go up high and hit it.
Okay. So Ava, I think one of the reasons you've been a captain for 2 years is your mental toughness. And, I think mental toughness is like lifting weights. It takes a tough situation and you have to learn from it. What is a tough situation that you've endured that's helped you grow as a person and a player?
I think back to our section final last fall, playing against Eau Claire Memorial, actually. That was just a really intense game with a lot of people in the building, and I knew a lot of people were watching online. And I had to do my job not only as a setter but also as a blocker. And, Ashlyn Schroeder, she's a really good hitter, and she's not even like an actual attacker. She's a DS, but yeah. I could not block her in that section final game last year. Like, she was getting me every time. And
she's a smart player.
She is. She's really good. And, Sarah kind of got after me in that, last set against Memorial last fall. And I just knew that I had to do my job as a captain. And I feel like I take those tough situations and I handle them really well.
Okay. Amelie, kind of a similar question for you. You've been one of the top outside hitters in your age group, in the state, all the way up from middle school. People they've known you've been coming for quite a while. But last year as a freshman, and as most freshmen do, you had some ups and downs. How have those ups and downs helped you as a player?
For me, like even through club before high school, I just had to channel when I'm not doing so well. I think that is what makes when you do something bad than when you do something good. It's so much more exciting and exhilarating. If you're having a tougher game, that's what builds you to get better. So thriving off doing not as well is something that really.
Yeah, and I remember last year at the St. Michael Albertville tournament, very good teams at that tournament.
Yeah.
I remember walking out in the parking lot with your mom and dad, and your mom's like, I don't know if Amelie's ever been put on the bench before, and you probably haven't. But I think you learned that's something you grew and got better. It was some adversity, but you got better.
Yeah.
Ava, last season it seemed like a large percentage of your sets were going to Maddie or Amelie on the outside. This year, I don't know who's going to get the pass, and I don't really think the defense does either. Why has your set selection changed?
Well, I feel like last year, obviously I played volleyball with Maddie for my entire life, so I always I really like depended a lot on her. And as with Amelie, like you said, she's always been like kind of like the top player for her age group. Like I feel like I depended on them a lot because I could trust them to get a kill for me every time. But I feel like this last year, like looking at players like work in the off season, like Abby, Brooke, Charlie, like I feel like they all can like give me a consistent approach like every single time. And I feel like there's not a like attacker on the court that I don't trust to get a kill.
Okay. Amelie, the Charger Rally in Milwaukee this weekend is one of, if not the top high school weekend tournament in the entire upper Midwest.
Yeah.
What is the difference in your mindset between playing there last year and this year?
Last year, I was definitely a lot more scared because I feel like it was still the beginning of the season. So going into a huge tournament, everyone was hyping it up. I was like, oh God, like what is this gonna look like? But this year, I'm going into it with just go and like kick butt mindset, like go and do as best as you can for every single point.
Yeah, heck yeah. Ava, you said earlier this season in an interview that Coach Bishop was one of your all-time favorite teachers here at River Falls High School. Tell me why you said that.
Well, I had Bishop as a teacher last spring during third term, and I had him for my racket sports class. He was my first class in the morning, and I feel like, like kind of towards the end of the year, you're drained. Like, you don't really want to go to school, and I feel like Bishop just made every class fun. Like, I had a lot of fun in that class, and, like, I would break a sweat. Like, I remember there was a time where I had to go home and shower. Like, I was having a lot of fun. And
was that the pickleball class?
Oh, yeah. And like I feel like Bishop just did his best. Like, we're in school, it sucks, but he did his best every time to make sure we had fun.
Good deal. Amelie, this is the last question. I've heard this Wildcat team is world class when it comes to kidding around and being goofy. What's the funniest thing that's happened for RFVB this year?
Honestly, something funny happens like every single day. Last week we had a pool party that Sarah gave us, and we went in the cage to see like what our practice plan was, and pool party was written on it, and we all went ballistic. Like, you would have thought it was Christmas morning. We were screaming, like dancing, like it was so funny. There's a video of it.
Hey, it was a great game by both of you tonight, and as an entire team as well. So good luck at the Charger Rally for both of you, and thank you for coming on the Built Strong Exteriors Postgame Extra. That was Ava Peters, senior setter, and sophomore outside hitter Amelie Pankin here on the Built Strong Exteriors Postgame Extra. Thanks for joining us tonight, and we'll see you next week